How many of you find yourself slumping over and just hunching over, texting on your phone, talking on your phone, or hunching over at the computer desk, right? Like this. So much of our time these days is spent forward, hunched over. So today's practice is going to focus on opening up. We're building our strength within the upper body as well as opening up through the chest and improving our posture. So if that sounds like something that you might need, then this is going to be the video for you. Let's go ahead and start. So find a spot on your mat here. We'll just start with Tadasana. Draw your feet in line with your hips, palms come to either side. Go ahead and close the eyes. And take a moment here to get rooted down through the feet. Push firmly into all four corners of your feet as you rise through the spine. Lift through the spine, draw the crown of the head towards the ceiling. Relax the shoulders down and back. Slight tilt, tucking the tailbone under. Engage through the core. Relax the fingers, relax the palms. If you need to sway it out a little bit just to find your center of gravity here, you can do that. Maybe swaying a bit forward and back. And when you find that center of gravity, finding that balance within the feet, the spine, truly root down into the feet even more to lift through the spine even more. Expand across the chest, broaden through the chest, relax the shoulders down and back. We're in a nice, tall and proud Tadasana, mountain pose. So often we think that mountain pose or Tadasana is just a simple standing pose, but it's not. When you truly engage the right muscles, then this is a very active pose. So we'll be here for another moment. And then gently begin to blink the eyes open. Okay, so from here, we're going to take the palms, inhale, draw them up towards the sky, and take your feet, draw them together if you can, okay? So big toes touch, deep breath here, and then lean over towards the right side. Take a breath here. You can look up if you can, and then gently make your way back into the center. Deep breath here, and switching sides, lean over to the left, looking up if you'd like, back to the center, releasing here. Shake out those shoulders, just gentle shoulder rolls to open up a bit more. Okay, and then from here, coming to the top of your mat, we're just going to plant the palms down, sweep it back into your downward facing dog. Separate the feet nice and wide and just give the hips a little sway side to side, releasing that tension through the lower back, the hips. Good, and then from here, drawing the feet back into the center, we'll hold downward facing dog, 3 deep breaths. Push firmly into the palms, the fingertips. Keep drawing those heels downwards. Good, take another breath here. Good, and then from here, release it down. Come into your child's pose, knees nice and wide, big toes touch. Push all the way back. Relax the forehead all the way down if you can. Good, and then from here, we're going to engage through the upper body. Crawl the palms forward a few inches. Plant the palms down firmly into the mat so the palms, the fingers are rooted down into the mat, and then draw the shoulders down and back. You're going to feel that deep extension going into the upper back all the way down into the lower back as you keep drawing your hips down and back. We'll hold here, 3 deep breaths. Your arms are nice and long. Straight through the elbows if you can. Deep breath in. And then gently start to walk the palms back in. Good. From here, coming into all fours. We'll come into some gentle cat and cows here. So palms come right in line with the shoulders, knees right in line with your hips. Tuck the chin, inhale, arch up into your cat pose. And then tuck the toes, open up cow. Good. Again, inhale, arch up cat. And tucking the toes, open up cow. And a few more rounds at your own pace here, flowing with the breath. Nice and easy between those inhales and exhales. And we'll do one more time each side. Good, and then from here, give those hips a little shake side to side. You're doing great. Good, and then from here, crawl the palms forward. Make your way back into your downward facing dog, tucking the toes, lifting the hips nice and high. Push firmly into the palms, the fingertips. 3 long, deep breaths here. You got it. Good, take another breath here. And then we'll look forward, glide forward into your plank pose. If you need to lower the knees, you can. So coming here into a modified plank, otherwise staying high through a full plank. Your option here. Nice and firm through those legs, nice long spine, reaching out through the heels. Shoulders drop down and back. If you need to lower the knees, you can. Take another breath. Good, and then from here, flip it up and back into your downward facing dog. Breathe here, you're doing great. Keep breathing. Take another breath here. Good, and then from here, looking forward again, gliding forward into your plank pose. This time, knees up or down. We're going to slowly lower all the way down onto our belly. So when you're ready, slowly lowering all the way down. And then when you get down, untuck the toes, rest the tops of the feet onto the mat, and just give the hips a little shake side to side. Nice and easy here, just loosening up through the hips and the lower back. Good. From here, we're going to draw the palms onto either side. So the tops of the feet stay planted down. So let's set up our alignment a bit more. Okay, so tops of the feet stay planted down, and you want to be at least the distance of your hips with your feet. So feet are at least hips distance. They can be wider. If you're feeling any tension in your lower back, separate your feet even wider. That's totally fine. Okay, so do what works for you today. Palms are on either side of the chest. We're going to take little baby cobras here. Float the chest up. And then from here, engage through the back muscles as you float your arms up. So arms lift, palms lift. Elbows stay hugged in close to the body, right? Take another breath. Inhale. Exhale, gently peel your way back down, resting on your chin for a moment here. Just give the hips a little sway side to side. And then again, on your next inhale, float your way up. Chest lifts, palms lift. Keep those elbows hugged in close to your sides. Take another breath, squeeze, and then gently lower down. Good, again, flowing with your breath here, lift up. Good, elbows stay hugged in close. Inhale. Exhale, gentle release. Couple more times here. Inhale, float up. You're doing great. Breathe here. Inhale. Exhale, gently lower down. Good, again, inhale, lift. Elbows stay close. Draw those shoulders down and back. Breathe here, one more breath. And slowly lower down. Last time here, inhale, lift. Hug those elbows close. Draw those shoulders back. Deep breath here, you got it. And then slowly lower down. Good, this time tuck the toes. And we're going to push all the way up into your plank. You can go into modified plank with the knees down if you'd like. Your choice. When you're ready, push up. So we're in a plank. We're going to hold here. 5 deep breaths. If you need to lower the knees down, you can. You're doing great wherever you are. Keep breathing. You got it. 2 more deep breaths. Good. Inhale here. Exhaling, float those hips up and back, downward facing dog. Separate the feet the width of the mat. Give those hips a little shake side to side. Good. From here, walk those feet back into the center. Release the knees nice and wide. Big toes come to touch. Child's pose. Lower the forehead. Lower the shoulders down. Relax here. We're almost there. You're doing so good. So if you want to stay in this version of child's pose with your forehead resting, the arms resting, maybe a little bend in the elbows, you can do that. If you want to expand into the upper body, again, zoning in into our posture and the upper body again, you can do that. So if you want to do that, you want to keep the forehead resting, but again, walk the palms forward a few inches, fingers spread nice and wide. Lift through the shoulders just slightly and then draw them down and back, away from the ears. Hips are releasing down and back. Shoulders are releasing down and back. Palms don't move. Palms stay firmly planted into your mat. Relax the head. Relax the forehead. If you can't quite reach your forehead to the mat, that's totally fine. Do what works for you today. Engaging through the upper body here. Your elbows are straight. We're holding here. Breathe. 3 long, deep breaths. You got this. So this is one of those poses, right? It doesn't look like a whole lot, but if you're doing it this way, it is doing a lot, right? I know you guys are feeling this. Take another breath. Good. And then slowly start to walk it back in. And we'll just come to rest in a comfortable seat. Take a moment here to come into a comfortable seat with the legs, the palms, drawing the palms to the knees. We'll close the eyes for a moment. And again, come back to our focus of the day. So coming back into the neck, the shoulders, the upper body. See if you can zone in into your posture again and draw the spine a little bit taller. Crown of the head reaching towards the sky. Relax the shoulders, draw the shoulders slightly down and back. Open up a little bit more through the chest. Notice what this feels like compared to when we're hunched over at the computer, when we're hunched over on our phones texting, right? Totally different feeling. We're centered, we're grounded within our own space, within our own mind, our body. And our posture is fully where it should be, in its natural position. So oftentimes we are in an unnatural position with so much technology around us. But this is where your posture should be. This is where your spine is happy. We'll take one more breath here. Gently start to peel the eyes open. I hope this has been very helpful for you today. I realize that technology has so much of an effect on us, but hopefully this video will help you just ease your way into a more natural state. So thank you for joining me today. My name's Manisha. Be well.